What's up, my people? Before we start the show, make sure you like the video, comment on the commentary, and subscribe to the channel. Become a part of the GVG family, because without you, there's no us. And as always, we thank you, and all praises to the Most High. Now let's get into it. What up, everybody? It's your boy Hally back again, Gvg Podcast. We in the building, east side till I die. You know how we do, man. Let's get it. This is GVG, God versus gods, the true God versus the deities and people that we worship instead of him. Let's get into it. Y'all already know how I do. I get my points off the phone and then I go off the fly, man. We gonna read the title off and then we gonna get into it, man. Let's go. Today we're gonna be talking about something that hits close to home for a lot of people. We're gonna be talking about the rap culture. This to me is very back and forth, straddling the fence type of thing, because on one hand, rap culture is what made me and raised me, but at the same time, rap culture is also what kept that ball and chain on my ankle. So we're going to get into that. We talking about the rap culture, and this is part one, just to let you know. The first topic is hip hop culture. Kids today, 20, almost even 30, you probably don't even know about the difference between the hip hop culture, which hip hop culture is what ran the 80s, and almost into the early 90s. Your Tribe Called Quest, your Kid and Plays, your Public Enemies, Queen Latifah, Salt and Pepper, MC Light, just to name a few. Like, that was hip hop. That was real hip hop. That was the difference with real hip hop was, they had a message. They had a different message. It was more about the people. It was more about the collective. It was more about fighting the power. It was more about women making their name and being respectable and holding their own against these guys out here who would consider themselves heavyweights. So hip hop culture was something that was different, man. We were dancing, we were having fun, we were out there talking about situations in the world, talking about the presidents, talking about the economy. We were, and you had the guys who were having big fun. You had the battle guys, you had the battle rappers, people who were out on the street corners in New York just battling, saying that I'm better than you. Rap was really like, it was our story, but it was an escape from certain things that we dealt with in life. But we were also able to bring our story to life on these pages to show people a side that they never knew of us, because it was always just, oh, they're in the ghetto, they're these hoodlums, they're these Neanderthals, they're these crazy people, they're these savages. But they never knew that we had a story and that we existed in a realm where we had feelings also, and that we wanted to show the world our fashion. We want to show the world our story, our testimony, everything, because we got something to say too. Just like Andre 3000 said, the South got something to say. So hip hop culture was the trailblazer. It was what brought us into this new world that we have, far as people telling their story, spoken word and hard poetry that we deal with now. So we're going to go from that point to the next point, because this is about rap culture. It's not necessarily about the hip hop culture. I just wanted to give you some background. So if you got some free time, go listen to some music from the 80s and see how they transcended the microphone. See how they were out there just really giving you everything, but they had a message behind it. There was a good message behind it. I know some people say, oh, they smoked blunts and drank and did this too. I'm not talking about what they did in their off time. I'm talking about what they told us to do and how they portrayed themselves to us. So we're going to move on to the next point. The next point is the rap culture. So there was a shift that came from the hip hop culture to the rap culture. So some people, you call them conspiracy theorists, some people would say that there were certain meetings that went on where the private prisons were funded by the music industry based on them changing the guidelines of how we displayed music to people. So they were saying that there had to be a 90th percentile of these jails being filled by men who were so in turn committing the crimes that the rappers were telling them to do. Now, this is something that you do your own research on. I'm not telling you if it's true. I'm not telling you if it's not. I'm just laying it out there for you. But they said that there were certain meetings that were held. And of course, it kind of correlates with the time of music going from the polka dot, fast dancing, slope hair type rappers to everything kind of correlated to the time of the Eazy-E's, the NWA's, the Dr. Dre's, the Too Shorts, the West Coast vibe that came out and kind of hit pretty hard. Black Superman type music, you know what I'm saying? DJ Quicks of the world, MC8s. There was an explosion of this type of music it was real and it was gutter, but it was kind of portraying us in a different light than hip hop did. So of course, Boogie Down Productions, on the album cover with the gun, like looking out the window. But to me, that was emulating a Malcolm X or a Martin Luther King who were at that time going through things. So when you got to the 90s, it started to be gangster rap. The Tribe Called Quest of the world and different people were no longer, the far sides of the world were no longer the dominant force anymore. The Heavy D's of the world were no longer the dominant force, because now it changed into a type of rap where it was about killing. It was about drug dealing. It was about selling pregnant women dope. Like we moved into a time from that Black Panther Party to something else. So the message changed. So a lot of the rap music that we started to listen to, it was very brash. It was over the top. It had a message that wasn't necessarily about power to the people. It was about power to me. I'll steal, kill, and do whatever I gotta do to get them dollars, even mess over you in the process. So it kind of changed. So the rap culture is what birthed what we have now. The Tupacs, the Biggies, the Bone Thugs and Harmonies, the DMXs, the Eminems, the Jay-Z's, the Nas's of the world, the AZ's, the Foxy Browns, the Lil Kims. I can go on and on. These people were the ones who birthed this new era of gangster rap music, and a ton of West Coast artists, the Snoop Dogs of the world and the Dog Pounds and different people of the world, the EA Skis and the Sibo and the Yuck Mouths of the world. They ushered in a new lane of music. So the rap culture birthed something that was crazy, and we see it now. So we're going to go to the next point, because I want to try to keep this short, because we're going to have a part 2. The third topic is trap culture. So rap culture was more of the 90s and heading almost into the 2000s, but you had this kind of era with the Tall T era and the Ludacris's, and different people were coming out and they were popping. They were just making hits. They went from having a message of good in the hip hop culture to a message of it's about me and it's about getting mine in the rap culture. And then it came to this time of, I just want to make hits. I just want the girls. I just want the fame. I just want all these avenues that's going to get me to be that guy out here. So that's what you started to see. It was a time in the 2000s, early 2000s. It was a time of just making hits. People just wanted to make hits. They didn't care about anything else. But that time kind of confused everyone and ushered us into a time of the T.I.s and the Jeezys and different people, the Gucci Manes, who started a different culture. They started something called trap. Trap music, meaning it stems from the word trapping. It stems from when people used to sell dope or sell weed or sell whatever in a house, you were trapping. And trap music was a benefactor of the hustle game. So it went from trying to make a hit to letting you know that I'm the biggest hustler on the block. Trap music was about being the biggest hustler on the block. It was about being the biggest dope boy on the block. So the Gucci Manes of the world, the Jeezys of the world, the T.I.s of the world, the Outcasts of the world were letting you know that this is real life out here. So trap music, which is still exists, but trap music had its time, and it kind of ushered in a new era of music that we see, which is going to bring me to my next point. My next point is drill culture. This is gang culture. This is literal gang culture. This is not rap or hip hop or trap or none of that. This is literal Chicago boys. Much love to the Chicago boys, you know what I'm saying? But this is literally, that's my op. I'm taking them down. I see him in the street, I'm taking him down. I see his brother in the street, I'm taking him down. If they kill one of mine, I kill one of theirs. Drill music is literal real life. If you live around the corner from your op, you on the track talk about, I'm going to kill the dude that live around the corner from me. This his name, this his address, this where he at. I'm going to kill dude or he going to kill me. Drill music has become the new Grand Theft Auto. It's become the new Call of Duty. It's become the new form of, this is real life, but I'm looking at it as if it's TV or a video game. Dudes is dying daily off of drill music. This is beef music. This is killer music. This is real life. These dudes not caring. So drill music has in turn turned a lot of these children into something else. All these little gangs that you want to talk about, most of it comes from drill music and trap music. All these people that think they tough, stealing cars, doing this, doing that, 15-year-olds beating up 9-year-old girls. This is the music. They don't care. I'm telling you, our culture has been influenced by hip hop, rap, trap, and now drill. Understand that we get one life in this world, but the way we living now, we out of there early. These are the ways. We're going to go to the next point. The next point is hip hop women versus trap women. Or hip hop women versus rap women, the new women of the world. Now, I'm in no way, shape, or form knocking anybody, because we all sin and we all fall short of the glory. What I'm saying is the difference in influence. So, hip hop would be a MC Light. Hip hop would be a Queen Latifah. Hip hop would be Salt and Pepper. Moni Love. You kind of get where I'm going with this. Hip hop would be the women of the world who had respect in the game and made sure that you respected them. Queen Latifah said, who you calling a UNITY? Moni in the middle. Go look up how many hits MC Light had without cussing, without disrespecting nobody, without calling herself out her name, without calling you out your name. Hip hop was a different level. It was a different level of music. So what I'm saying is those women ushered in something where we're going to hang with the big boys. We're going to do just as good as the big boys, but they're women. They held their own. They held their spot in this game and were respected and revered as women, separate from the men, while doing the same thing. They helped a lot of women with their self-esteem. They helped a lot of women get up and get it. They helped a lot of women want to be hip hop. They helped a lot of women want to be real with themselves, real with the man, real with the world. And then we venture into the rap culture of women. The rap culture of women, the beginning of this, the Lil Kims, the Foxy Browns, the bosses of the world. You remember Boss. That's way a long time ago, but Boss, Lil Kim, Foxy Brown, Evie Eve. These women were rap women. Missy Misdemeanor Elliott, Missy. They did something. They showed and proved that they could really be and hold their own with these men out in the rap game. But there was a difference. Instead of them separating themselves from the men, they wanted to show that I can be you, I can do what you're doing. It ushered in the disrespect. It ushered in the less value of self. It ushered in things that when women started to hear these songs, it became their Bible. But the thing is, when you look at rap now, the Megan Thee Stallions, the Cardi B's, the Doja Cats, the Ice Spices, the Lottos, the different people of the world, they aren't respecting themselves as much as hip hop women. They aren't respecting you as much as hip hop women. And the message that they're sending is not one of, I'm a black woman, or I'm a Latino woman, or I'm a mixed woman. Hear me roar. I'm doing big things. I'm doing great things. It's more of, look at my lips, look at my hips, look at my eyes, look at my thighs. The dudes you can't mess with me unless you got money. I'm not cooking, I'm not cleaning, I'm just doing what I do in the bedroom. I'm going to dress crazy, I'm going to act crazy, I'm going to look crazy. I'm going to build a costume that all these young girls is going to want to be 12, 13 years old. If Queen Latifah is your leader, if MC Lyte is your leader at 12 or 13, you want respect. If Cardi B is your leader, if Megan Thee Stallion is your leader, and no disrespect to them, you thinking about WAP. I'm just talking about differences. I'm not disrespecting anybody. I'm not talking bad about nobody. I'm just telling the truth. It's your boy Hally. It's Gvg Podcast. This is what we do. We slay those demons. We slay those invisible things and show you what's real. We're going to go to the next point. Social media clout rap. Oh, my Lord. SoundCloud, basement rappers, backroom rappers who went to the store and bought $100 mic and $100 audio interface with no mixing or mastering skills and just brought out a bunch of songs, all for clout. All for clout. They would be from Delaware talking about they gonna cut your head off, put it in the sewer, shoot your mama, have sex with your baby mama, all these things. But he 12 years old, 112 pounds with a Opie haircut. I know that expressing yourself is something that you are supposed to do. I'm not mad at people expressing themselves, but when is the real going to come into play? When are you going to be real about yourself? The one thing I liked about Eminem is that he was always real. He never tried to act like he was the big gangster on the block. He never tried to act like he was one of those black dudes that was out there getting it in Detroit. He never tried to act like he had the bag or had the biggest gun or was knocking everybody out. He was real. And I think that's what got him further than a lot of other people. But we usher in this SoundCloud rap era, SoundCloud clout era, where everyone's trying to be this and that for clout, to have people say, oh, my man's on one. He it, bro. He fire. He this, he that. But in real life, a lot of these dudes is going to jail, getting knocked out, getting raped, getting beat. You know what I'm saying? Coming home like a whole nother dude. Or when you out in them streets and your op catch up to you, you realize that you wasn't really about this life. SoundCloud rap has turned a lot of guys into something that they're not. There's a lot of fake rap out here because people can just go on the mic and just go in their room and say the toughest stuff on earth and be a keyboard warrior on a microphone. In real life, they're not that. And this has ushered in a whole nother lane for people. It's crazy. I'm not with it. I'm like, be real. If you got bullied, say you got bullied. If you shot people, I wouldn't say I did it, but if that's what you do, more power to you. A lot of people snitch on themselves. Now, SoundCloud rap has turned into Facebook and Instagram and all these places where you got your gun on live. You got your You weed and your dope on live. You messing with underage girls on live. Like, y'all snitching on yourselves. This is the time of the snitch on myselfs. We are the snitch on myselves. That's what people do now. They want to be seen and want to have clout so bad that they'll go to jail. They'll snitch on themselves just for people to be like, my man's was real. Get your 15 minutes of fame, but get your 15 years of prison. Take that with the 15 minutes, because that's what's going to happen to you. And ain't no killing yourself. Ain't no killing yourself. Keep going. We're going to go to the next point, SoundCloud rappers. I know you one of them. Is rap just entertainment or your instructions? There are people who can listen to music as entertainment. There are people who can listen to music, vibe to it, and when they cut it off, they go back to their daily lives. Most people would be like the Miley Cyruses of the world. They can appreciate good music, a good song, and then when that song is over, the song is over. They go back to their lives. Then you have people who hear a Cardi B song and everything that she says, it becomes their instructional booklet. It becomes their Bible. So all of a sudden, if Cardi B saying, I ain't cooking, I ain't cleaning, I ain't messing with no dude unless he got them dollars, my nails this long, my hair 6 foot, I dance on top of Jeep Cherokees, that's going to be their law. That's going to be their Bible. And I know that's Glorilla for all my trolls. But they'll be, oh, this is it. I'm about to drug dudes. I'm about to rob dudes. I'm about to put them nails on. I'm about to be dancing on top of that car with a Hennessy bottle in my hand. Like, that becomes their Bible. That becomes their law, instead of it just being entertainment. A person who thinks for themselves, the person who is mature in their thinking, understands that I may like this song, but I'm not going to take it as far as it getting in my soul and becoming my instructional booklet on how to live my life. A lot of people take music and it becomes an instruction booklet for them. And that is wrong. Now, some people will tell you to listen to gospel. It's an instruction booklet, so that's neither here nor there. What I'm talking about is the rap culture. What I'm saying is, if rap culture is your instruction booklet, you will understand why you wear your makeup a certain way, why you wear your clothes a certain way, why you wear your hair a certain way, and why it attracts a certain type of person. You ever wonder why you attract certain people? It's because of the culture. It's because of the culture that you let in your life, that you have as Bible. Therefore, you're going to attract the people who have the same culture. The video vixen attracts the rich rapper, so-called rich rapper, because we know most of them broke. The broke man gets no one. That's the culture. You got to have something. You got to have some ends. You got to have a nice car. You got to have some nice shoes. But I've seen plenty of guys wear $500 shoes at the bus stop. I've seen guys wear $500 shoes at the bus stop and girls still going to talk to them because of the rap culture. It's crazy. Live at home with his mama in the basement. You messing with this dude, his bed on 4 crates. With pizza boxes and video games and just trash everywhere. But because he wore them shoes, you in that basement dropping it like it's hot. That's the culture. Y'all better start understanding what I'm saying. This is real life. This is real talk. This is a real spill. I'm trying to let y'all know that this rap culture has messed us up completely. It got us messed up out here. It got my kids messed up. It got me messed up. It got you messed up. Understand, it's your boy Hally, man. It's real life. We gonna go to the next point. Do rappers make money just to push stupidity? Do rappers make money just to push whatever agendas is out here in the world to keep us distracted from the real problems and real things that go on in this world? That's a conundrum. That's something to think about, right? When you hear rappers today, a lot of it is stupid. And there's no disrespect to anyone, because I know most of these rappers either don't live that way, or when they're on camera displaying who they actually are, they're not what they rap. So they don't talk about Megan Thee Stallion graduating college or her owning all these franchises. They don't talk about Cardi B owning this, or her endeavors, or the things that she do. They don't talk about, any of the rappers that you know today. They don't talk about their good things, because the good things don't sell. They don't tell you that these guys they've made $1 million off of investments, or made $2 million off of businesses, or made $3 million off of this. They only want to talk about murder, drugs, guns, sleeping with your baby mama. Oh, I did this, I did that. I killed somebody in a minute, bro. My op was around the corner. I did this. I don't care about nothing. I don't care about you. I got more money than you. Like, it's all just this game. And most of us are feeding into it, and we're in turn starting to act that way. Men are walking around looking for ops. Men are walking around with 17 guns for what? I'm not saying don't protect yourself, but 17 guns? Come on. Women are walking around looking like they in the bedroom at Walmart. You got on lingerie at Walmart. Rap made you do it. You can tell me otherwise, but rap made you do it. Guys is walking around, whatever the fashion is. If they say wear some coochie cutters or some skin tight jeans, dudes gonna wear them. You got rappers out here wearing wedding dresses and all types of stuff, man. It's crazy. The game is crazy now. Everybody's doing stuff just to be seen, just to be viewed. So yes, period. Huh? This is what we let in our game. It started from the respect of the hip hop culture all the way down to period. Come on, bro. I mean, if you really, because I don't watch videos or listen to the radio and stuff no more, but you got to be under a rock to not know some things. But man, if you sat back and watched and listened to some of these things that people saying, white girls in the game, different people in the game, they are talking that crazy talk. Like, yo, it's crazy, the stuff they saying. So, the game has changed, man. I just want to let y'all know, like, this your boy Hally, man. I love y'all. I've been a victim of this rap culture. I was out there in those streets doing things that I shouldn't have done. I was out there, in a gang, carjacking, doing all these different things, walking around with guns, smoking weed all day, every day, getting drunk till I pass out. No goals, no vision, no dreams, no ambitions, just the rap music say make it to another day. And I see the effect that I had on my kids. Some of them are trying to pull away from it, but my one daughter isn't. She's still lost in that whirlwind of that rap culture, that trap culture, that drill culture, that Tokyo drift culture, that scat pack culture. You know what I'm saying? That switch culture. Like, that's where they at right now. And me being the parent is tough, because she wants to do what she wants to do. She want to be out there in them streets. And me being out in them streets and has grown as a man, I'm trying to teach her, like, that's not where it's at. I'm trying to save you a bunch of years of stress, strain, and pain, but it's your life. You got to live it. It's your boy Hally, man. This is part 1, man. We ain't even really scratched the surface on this yet, man. We gonna really dive deep into this. I just hope that you got something out of this, at least some type of information out of this, man. This is what GVG aims to do. It's not about aiming to please. It's about aiming to bring information and aiming to exalt the Most High, man. The truth as we know it. So this your boy Hally, this GVG Podcast. Until next time, I love y'all, man, and we out. This is the effects of the rap culture, what it has done to us, what it has done to our children, man. We got to break free. Thank you for being a part of this experience. GVG appreciates every single one of you. I hope you came away from this video with a little more perspective, patience, understanding, and purpose. So until next time, we on Christ time.